Hello, I'm Michael Diamond. You're watching Muscle Central. Okay, I'm going to be talking about something I've talked about before, but it's definitely worth talking about again. Overtraining. Now, there are two schools of thought on this, and one is that yes, you can overtrain. You can do too much and hinder your body's ability to repair itself. And then the other school of thought says that you don't overtrain. You can't overtrain, and the more you put into it, the more you get out of it. Now, uh, Dorian Yates, for example, was a perfect example of the idea that you can overtrain, where his workouts were kept to 4 days a week, very high intensity, but very short in duration, at least short compared to what a lot of other bodybuilders were doing. Then, the flip side, people like Rich Piana used to talk about there's no such thing as overtraining. Uh, the more you put into something, the more you get out of it, which is true to an extent. If you're building a business, the more you put into it, more likely the more you're going to get out of it, the better chances you're going to have to be successful in your business. But that's not tearing down muscle tissue. Bodybuilding, we're tearing down muscle tissue. Even with other sports, where they do put in much more time with the actual training and preparation, training preparation wise for this athletic endeavor, a lot of the time is spent developing various skills that are involved with that sport. They're not breaking down muscle tissue, for that whole period of time. And then you have people like four-time Mr. Olympia, Jay Cutler, and no disrespect to Jay, who says no such thing as overtraining, as under-eating and under-sleeping. And so, in other words, if you eat enough and you sleep enough, you won't overtrain. Well, most of us are not going to be spending 24 hours of our day doing one or three things at any given part of the day: eating, sleeping, and training. We have lives, we have family, other jobs. A lot of the bodybuilders have, or a good number of them, also have jobs. Even if you're not a pro bodybuilder, you're trying to build muscle, you have a life. Uh, you can't be 24 hours either eating, sleeping, or training. There's more involved with our lives than just that. Theoretically, if I had nothing else to do except for eat, sleep, and train, I probably can train much more without overtraining. But even then, there'd still come a point where you are overtraining. Yes, overtraining is real. You can overtrain. You can break down muscle tissue. You can break down more muscle tissue than your body can repair within a given period of time before you work out again. Uh, you besides breaking down muscle tissue, if you're working and training with any type of intensity, it's also major stress on your central nervous system, especially on leg day and back day. That's a tremendous stress on the central nervous system. That people don't think about that. Most people only think about the physical part, the muscles, but not giving your central nervous system sufficient time to recover will lead to overtraining also, fatigue, and will affect you in your everyday life. You need, depending on the amount of stress you put on the body during your workouts, you're going to need a given amount of rest to recover. Yes, you need the food to help with the recovery, to build muscle. You need the protein to build muscle. But you also need the physical rest. Your muscle tissue needs to repair itself. You can break down more tissue than your body is able to repair in a given period of time, which that in itself is going to lead to overtraining. You'll end up losing muscle in the long run. Your central nervous system needs time to recover. Once again, I'm going under the assumption that you're working hard in the gym. You're pushing yourself with a certain level of intensity. Yes, your central nervous system also needs time to recover. You need days off. And if you go too long, not only you're gonna you're gonna lose, your body's not gonna have the ability to repair tissue in a given period of time before the next workout. Your central nervous system is being taxed to a degree, not allowing that to recover is going to lead to exhaustion, and it's going to affect you in everyday life. It can lower your resistance, leave you prone to getting sick easier, and leaving you prone to injury much easier. That's really about it. You know, people might be saying, who am I to be questioning what a four-time Mr. Olympia says? Let's just use common sense and use logic. It's you can do too much beyond your body's ability to repair. Kind of like you have a little hole in your boat, in your rowboat, and the water's coming in, and you're trying to scoop out the water as fast as it's coming in to prevent the boat from sinking. It's not going to happen. If you can't plug that hole up to stop the water from coming in and then remove the water, you're going to sink. If you can match the ability, if your ability to repair cannot match the speed in which you're breaking down, you're going to lose muscle. your ship's going to sink. Your central nervous system is going to go kaput. And ultimately, like I said, in the long run, you're going to lose muscle tissue. You're going to become exhausted. You're going to leave yourself more susceptible to injury and even getting sick, because that stress on the central nervous system is also going to compromise your immune system. Okay, you can agree or disagree with what I've said. Either way, please let me know in the comments section. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please share and by all means subscribe. Do not forget to hit that notification bell. This way, every time I put up a new video, you will be notified. Also, if you go to the description box, you're going to find some links there. One link is to the Muscle Central Facebook page. Any questions, you can go there, DM me. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Also, you're going to find a link for Species Nutrition, the best nutritional supplements on the market, and Mr. Potts Protein, the best protein packed snacks on the market. Click on both links, go to both websites, and check out all their great products. Once again, this is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.